Everybody, all my followers, welcome to another video. A slightly different video, not on a car, although it's on something of a car. I had this Renault Modus that you have, or you might see a video for it, for a smashed cluster. And at the same time, the lady asked me if I could have a look at the radio because it doesn't read CDs. I was not really keen to do it because these radios are really cheap, and the time I'm gonna waste on these really probably doesn't pay off. But it's raining today, and I didn't really had a lot to do. I just thought, okay, I'll have a look at it. It's not a problem. So anyway, so I took the radio off the car and I plugged in the radio. And basically, before I took it off, the radio works fine as a radio. But on CD, when you put a CD in, basically it just says CD loading, and it stays stuck on that for a few seconds or maybe a minute, and then it just goes back to radio, and the CD obviously doesn't play. So we took the cover off, and I'm gonna insert a CD and see what happens. But before I took the radio, was something that it seems like the CD is not spinning, because I couldn't hear the CD spinning. So we're gonna put the CD in and see what happens. And if you look right there on the edge, as you can see, the CD is not spinning. So obviously, no wonder it just says CD loading. Now, I don't know if you're gonna be able to fix this because I don't know. Let's gonna take the drive out and see if there's anything that we can do for it. Okay, so we took the drive off. It's only one plug, and the first thing I'm gonna do, so this is the motor that spins the CD. Obviously it's gonna spin the CD on in different speeds depending on the voltage that's applied to it. And I think the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna be probably on a 5 volt. It's probably a 5 volt motor. So we're gonna adjust the power supply to 5 volts. Okay, and I'm gonna apply voltage directly to the motor, see if it works. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it in case it works, but we're gonna try it and let me see what happens. And it's working just fine. You can probably not hear it, but it is working. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, so it's working there, which means we're gonna have another problem somewhere. I think I'm gonna have to dismantle things a little bit more because I can't really see nothing with it. Okay, let's gonna take things into bits a little bit further and see if there's anything obvious with it. Okay, so for some reason the carriage or the actually drive itself is not in place. Look, can you see that in there? You probably can't, but the carriage, but you can see this one here. Look, can you see this little dent here? And you have this little sort of bend here that goes down. That should be over this, and it's right underneath. So the CD goes in and out. But I think what is happening is these little plates here, they are not where they should be, and therefore they are not going to move these carousels here that are supposed to press these switches here to tell when the CD is in, out, and all that stuff. So I think what is happening is he's pulling the CD in, but he's not telling the actually PCB, the electronics, that the CD has been inserted, because these little plates here, there's a lot of plates here, they move back and forwards. All these side plates here is supposed to move, and he moves that little one in there, right at the end of my finger, which presses this micro switch here. I think that's all is happening, so I'm gonna try to put it in place and see what happens from there. Okay, so we put everything back together where it should be, and we're gonna try a CD again. I don't know if the radio is on, but yeah, put it in, and look at that. Can you see it spinning? Lovely, simply lovely. Right, so it should work now. Don't know if the radio is on. I think the best way is put it on a car and see what happens. But the radio is definitely, the CD is definitely spinning now, which was not doing it before. So I don't even know. The thing is, I don't even know what we are doing really. Can't see it really. Yeah, it's definitely spinning. It's definitely, yeah, it's working just good. Look, now if you can see it, you can definitely see it. Look, it's just reading the CD now. Okay, let's gonna put it back together, put it on a car, and let's see if it works. And let's see if it works. Okay, so I plugged it in, put the code, so it's on the radio. I'm gonna show you for obvious reasons. I don't want to play the music for too long, but as you can see, the radio is working. And now we're gonna put a CD. I should have shown you before, that was just saying, but look at that, track 1 straight away. Let's gonna see if we have sound. And we do have sound. That's it, problem fixed. So the only problem with the drive was actually the drive itself that came off. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention, when we removed the back of the drive, you've seen that I removed the PCB and was a metal plate at the back that I've also lifted. Now there is 2 boots on that metal plate, and they work like shock absorbers for the drive. When you put that plate back in, you need to make sure you clip those boots back, because otherwise they're not going to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. So yeah, so that's important. And that's it really. A different video today. I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Hope there's some info here. I think the lesson here, don't be afraid to get your hands on things, because sometimes it's rather simple. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, any comments, put them below. And like always, thank you for watching.